Hi, I am Dr. Kim Sage and I'm a licensed clinical psychologist, and today's video is about something very, very important, which is how to not marry or choose a narcissist. And many of you have already done this and you have lots more to provide, I'm sure, in terms of feedback and comments, so please feel free to add things. But I wanted to always incorporate all this work we've been doing on my channel, talking about our childhoods and our wounds, because I truly believe that if you don't understand many of these pieces of your story, you are much more likely to try to heal your childhood, but unconsciously repeat the patterns. Really quickly, if you're new here, please consider subscribing, and that way you'll get notified when I post new videos. And also really quickly, if you're new here or if you're not, feel free to fast forward for this next 30 seconds, but please check out my links down below on courses I have created around being raised by borderline and or narcissistic or wounding or immature types of parents. Everything around how to heal your story, how to deal with them, a course on healing the little child within and learning to reparent and love yourself, and a free course helping you identify some things that may have happened to you in childhood. So that's down below. Okay, let's get into it. Number one, you have to deal with your childhood. It is so important that you do the work on exploring what happened to you. Did you have trauma? Did you have, parents who divorced? Did you have a traumatic breakup, let's say in high school, that has now shaped experiences? Did you lose someone? Understand what happened to you in childhood and learn to have a language around your traumas and your attachment wounds. Number two, understand that as a result of those wounds, what are you trying to heal? What would a person in your story want to heal in their adult relationship? For example, if you were emotionally neglected or wounded in childhood, or you had a parent who raged, or you had a lot of financial instability, there's a very good chance that you're trying to heal all of the things that happened to you internally and externally. And so you're trying to find a partner who appears secure and stable, which is also what narcissists can do in the beginning. Number three, know your own puzzle pieces as a part of the narcissist attraction and as a part of your own story. What does that mean? First of all, it means that many people who are more people pleasers and caretakers, and really generally, I believe, loving, kind, forgiving people are much more likely, by the way, who also have a more wounded background in childhood, and that's probably why they're such good caretakers. But when we are like that, we are perfect targets for narcissists. So we have our puzzle and we're trying to heal all these places, and narcissists will come in and try to heal exactly those wounds and mold and meld themselves to make you feel like, you're finally getting what you want. And you won't see the signs because in so many ways it can feel like home, or feel the opposite of home. As I've said, if you have a more borderline parent, a narcissist can actually seem very stable in comparison. And so it can look like in the beginning that that's a good choice. Number four, what are your greatest needs in a relationship? What do you need? Name five. And name five of your greatest insecurities, worries, or fears so that you know what they are. The next one is write down your top five qualities and character traits that you want in a partner. Loyalty, kindness, forgiveness, whatever. I only say five because we can get so carried away with this huge list that isn't a real person can't be all those things. So you want to know what your non-negotiable qualities are in a person. Number six, what wouldn't feel good in this relationship? In other words, if you had a very critical, controlling parent, and over time you're realizing that this partner is actually at the end of the day kind of bossy and controlling or condescending, you want to know that and know what doesn't feel good so you can start to recognize it once the bloom wears off or that love bombing ends. Number seven, what are the signs and red flags you are dating someone? And I will come back to this in today's video or tomorrow's video. It is really important to know what those signs are. Number eight, how do you really feel in your body when you're with this person over time? Do you listen to sad songs even though you're happy? Do you find yourself feeling just like lonely when you're with them? Do you feel vacant and empty inside? Do you feel like you're avoiding your emotions altogether? Because if you unpack that, you'll have to look at what you feel or don't feel, and you so much have an investment in this being that relationship that's going to heal your life and your childhood. And so try to pay attention to your body and your thoughts and what's happening as you stay in a relationship with this person. And number 9, truly the most important thing is take your time. Take your time to figure it out. So many of us get caught up in this trying to heal and our story of childhood and the love bombing and this fantasy we project. You know, narcissists are great at selling the fantasy to you. And so you jump right in that fantasy boat with them and you forget to take your time. I truly believe that if you're doing everything I just said, there's no guarantee, but it's much less likely. And I always say if I'd been in therapy, it would have changed maybe the course of the story. Let people challenge you about your relationship. Vet the partner. Give it time. Don't be defensive to yourself or anyone else. Be open to what you might not see. And if you take your time, trust me, eventually you will see it. So those to me are the biggest signs from your own childhood wound self and what you're seeking to heal and what they might have and qualities around narcissism. And tomorrow's video, we'll go through the top signs that you are potentially dating somebody who has narcissistic qualities at a minimum, and possibly the diagnosis at the worst case scenario. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you found this video helpful. Please feel free to post what you also think is part of this issue and what you might not have known and what you know now and what could help us all. And I will see you tomorrow. Take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.